All right, so welcome. I am unmuted. Remember last week? Poor Pauline. I was muted the whole time, forgot to turn it on. Yeah, yep, wasn't good, not good. All right, so if you've got your chair, Bernie, we'll have it on the side of our mat. You're welcome. So we'll start just with a nice gentle warm up. You can be seated on your chair or standing in your standing mountain pose. Let's take a moment just to maybe rock back and forth on our mats, on our feet. You can close your eyes or keep them open. Just start to see how the ankles are feeling today. A couple more of those. And then we can anchor down into both of our feet, really actively pressing down. We'll open up across our hearts. So our palms are facing up towards the front of the room. We're reaching our fingertips down while the crown of the head is reaching up, and we're lengthening through our necks. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, or out through your mouth, whatever feels better for you. Letting go of your morning. Letting go of any thoughts that aren't bringing you joy or serving you in some good way today. Inhale, sweeping our arms up towards the sun. Exhale, that big circle back down towards the earth. Inhale, sweeping. Exhale, bringing it down. So you've got about 10 of those. Taking this time to connect with your breath and how it's doing today. Moving at your own perfect pace. Letting go of any competition, any judgment. If it feels okay, we can come up on the toes when we reach up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it down. So if it doesn't feel good, keep the eyes open and no heel lift. It's just staying with your flowing mountain. On our next one, we'll have our heels down. Draw the hands together in front of the heart. Exhale. Inhale, sweep to sky. Exhale, draw the hands to heart. All on your own. Noticing how your shoulders are doing today. Letting go of any expectation that you might have set on your practice today, on your body, on your day in general. Staying present in this moment. Noticing each breath as a gift. We'll be turning this into a flowing chair pose. So slowly bending the knees as much as you want to, going down into chair. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, shifting back and keeping the core really strong. So some modifications for this are to stay on your chair, or you could deepen it. Another modification for more sensation would be to bring your arms long, but that's up to you. So check in and see what your chair wants to be like today. Letting go of any competition. On this next one, we'll be turning this into a flowing aeroplane. So we sweep up and then just hinge forward a little, soften the knees. Inhale up, exhale, hinge. Using our entire in-breath to come up and our entire out-breath to come down. Feeling the backs of our legs start to warm up. Maybe we take this time to notice how our hamstrings are doing, the backs of our legs. So I encourage you to stay with your flowing airplane, or you can turn it into a full forward fold. So either halfway or all the way now, flowing. So if you tend to get dizzy, you're only going to go halfway. If you're okay doing that full fold, diving forward. And for anyone that wants a little more for their back, we could do a little back bend up at the top of that move. But when we bend, we are still anchoring into both of our feet. We've got about 5 more of those. That whole exhale to come halfway or all the way. Pressing to the earth and then coming up. Last one, coming all the way up. Let's grab a hold of our right hand, pressing into our right foot and tipping over. We can close our eyes at any point during the class to bring the awareness within and to our balance. And release, big breath up. I can feel my shoulders already starting to warm. We'll reach up and tip. So while we're reaching, we're still pressing into the feet. On an inhale, reaching both of our arms up, extended mountain. Actively pressing, engaging the core, keeping strong. Hinging at our hips, just a little reach forward. Don't go too far. This is just a good strengthener for our core. Back up. And again, just a little hinge. So we are really thinking about reaching and back up. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders, give them a little bit of love. You can take a seat if you want to, or stay up. Starting with some small circles forward, making them bigger. And then we'll be holding our elbows up at shoulder height and tucking them as well as our chin. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck. Feel the chest separate, and then the shoulders open. Last one. We'll keep it forward and then up, back and around. Ooh, my ring is going to get stuck. Bring it forward, lift up, and then back and down. So we're separating those shoulder blades, then lifting them up, and then sliding them back in towards our spine. A few more. Last one. Oh, that feels good. All right, we'll take our left ear towards our left shoulder and push our right hand away. So we're trying to push that right hand towards the earth, and we should feel a stretch here and down the side of our neck. If you want to add a little more, you can use the weight of your hand on your head, but you don't have to if you're taking care of your cervical spine at all, just gravity. Let's open up our wings, lift our head up, and then exhale that right ear towards right shoulder. We'll push away with the opposite hand. Soften our jaws, our faces. Good. Open our wings, lift our head. Bring our hands in front of us. Clasp them together. Let's do some wrist movements. Still strong through our mountain feet. Wonderful. Lifting up and bringing it back, separating the shoulder blades. Lifting up. And then we can add a little flow to this one. As we lift up, we come to the toes or not. Whoa, and then back down. Inhale, lift, open chest. Exhale down. It's a little bit easier with your eyes open, of course, just focusing your gaze on a spot. As I say that, it gets harder. Last one. Wonderful. So we'll do a standing, just a sun breath today, and a seated cat and cow on our chair or standing. So our sun breath, it's a half a sun salutation. Big breath up. Exhale, we go right into forward fold. Halfway lift, we come halfway up, shoulders roll away from the ears and our spine is long, and fold again. Sweep all the way up, a little back bend if you'd like to. Exhale to chair. Inhale up. Exhale to mountain. So there's one. Let's do it again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, diving into forward fold. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding again, breathing out. Sweeping all the way up, a small back bend if that feels okay. Exhale to chair. Inhale, sweep. Exhale to mountain pose. So we've got about 4 more of those. Inhale up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep to sky, press into both of our feet. A bend if you want to. Exhale to chair. Back up. And mountain. So about 3 more now, or if you want to do a sun salutation, if you're familiar with those, you can. But for today, we're going to stay with our standing one. Inhale, half up. Fold again. Sweep to sky. Bend and chair. Back up. And mountain. A couple more, just 2 more. Inhale up, lengthen, dive, breathe out. Halfway lift. Fold again. Sweep to sky. Chair pose. All the way back up. And mountain. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Inhale. Fold. Sweep up. Little bend if you want to. Chair pose. All the way up. Meeting in mountain pose. All right, so we can relax now. We'll move on to a little bit more of a warm up. Grab a drink if you need one. We'll do a standing cat and cow. That's good. Water. All right, so let's make our way into a standing cat and cow or seated on your chair. We come into a chair pose or we're seated. Our cow pose, we open up, draw our elbows, try to wrap them around your body, open the chest. And then cat, the opposite of that, our hands will hold our knees and then we'll separate our shoulder blades. Inhale, open up into our standing cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more. Be nice to our quads today. Last one. Wonderful. Let's rise up, inhale. Bring our hands to heart and we'll be stepping our left foot back to turn into some moonflowers here. You could have your chair in front of you as an option. Big, beautiful breath up. And exhale, bend our elbows, bend our knees. So shift back. We're gonna have a little hip warming up here. So as you move with your own breath, being mindful that our core is still strong, closing our eyes as much as we can today to just focus within, to keep those amazing thoughts and breaths within your body. Focusing on you. Last one. We can stay with this or turn it into a sunflower, then it hinges right to the mat. Still bending our knees, and then we sweep up on an inhale. All on your own. Couple more. Amazing. Let's step right up, back up to the tops of our mat. So our warm up is done. Our sun salutations are done. Our chair as our option. And we're going into chair pose. Time to start the strength portion of our class. Today's class is strength and confidence. So shift it back, lift the heart, find the breath, and then we can modify our chairs as needed. Pressing into both of our feet. Relaxing our shoulders. Check in with how it feels to wiggle your toes so the heels take on most of the weight. That'll activate your backside a little more. And then check in with how it feels to lift the heels just a little. That'll activate your quads a little more, strengthen your knees, take it back. Let's straighten it out, big breath. And we go right back in. Breathe. On this one, we'll bring our hands to face the body and reach towards the earth, lengthening our necks, shifting those hips back, keeping our hearts up. And up we go. Airplane, exhale. We'll take a little flow between, inhale, back up. Exhale, chair. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, sweep. And now we'll hold back down in our chair pose. You can keep our hands at heart this time or reach them either forward, shoulders down, or reach them up. So see how that feels, right? So whenever we lengthen our arms like that, we put more strain on our back. So if you're taking care of your back, bring the hands to the heart. Core is on and strong. Big breath up. Exhale, airplane. Back up, breathe in. Chair pose. We've got one more flow and then we'll be holding that chair just one more time. Finding that chair again. Breathe. Our options on this chair to make sure the core is strong, lifting up the left heel. Down, other side. Woo-wee. Should feel that one. Bring it down, straighten it up, maybe a little back bend. Airplane, exhale, soften the knees. Back up, breathe in. And we'll meet in mountain pose. So we're going to do a sun breath in between our next flow. Big breath up. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Sweep up to sky, chair pose, exhale. Back up this time out of back bend if you want to. And meet in mountain pose. Let's do one more. Big breath up. Exhale, dive forward, feel your legs lengthen. Head is heavy. Inhale, halfway. Fold again. This is a great flow to do first thing in the morning. Big breath up. Exhale, chair. Back up, back bend, sorry, and then mountain. All right, let's move on to our warriors for the day. Adjustments to our clothing, if they need to be adjusted. And we'll start with our right foot forward and our left foot going back. We're going right into our warrior twos today. Just want to show all the modifications for the chair first. So if you want to get into your warrior two, without the chair, that left foot's back and our chest is open like so. And then I'll show the mods. So while I show the modifications, you can hang out. Modification, one of the best ones is backside on the chair, kind of on the corner. And that's warrior two there. So you guys are still enjoying your warrior two. Or we've got our chair in front of us in some way. Even like this. Oh, how you guys doing? Been there for more than 10 breaths now. All right, let's reach our right arm, our right hand up, and then up into our reverse warrior. Breathe. Still bending our front leg, pressing into both of our feet. We want to feel the poses. It doesn't matter what they look like, feel them. We feel a stretch right now between our bottom rib and our hip. And we feel our legs strong. Straightening out our front leg, we'll open up our wings, reach forward. So we're moving into triangle pose, hinging down. So here's where that chair can be really helpful, under the hand, or our block under our hand. Breathe. If you're taking care of your shoulder, we'll just tuck it back behind us. Now, last week, we skipped balancing half moon. This week, we're not skipping it. We're going to do it. So we're looking at our front foot. This is where a block can be really helpful. And we're taking the weight onto the front foot, lifting the back. So there's a block or that chair option, right? Breathe. Balancing half moon. The full moon, well, I want to see that. You put your hand down on the mat. That's a little bit stressful for the spine. I like to keep it up. And when you're ready, we'll forward fold. Back towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Sweep to sky, inhale. Exhale, chair. Inhale, back up. Exhale to mountain. So let's do that little sequence on the other side. Your left foot's going to go forward. This time you'll use your chair on the other side if you'd like. Left foot forward, right foot goes back, the heel goes down, and then we can choose our modifications. So warrior two, our hips are open towards the long edge of our mat. We're softening through our shoulders, maybe our palms facing down towards the earth, and reaching our fingertips in opposite directions. Breathe. You can be gazing down our front hands like a warrior, right? Surveying your battlefield, just looking at what's ahead of you here. Breathe. Modifications are your chair or to shorten your stance. Let's turn our left palm up and then reach up towards the sun. Feeling this pose again, right? That stretch from our fingertips down into the hip, the strength of our legs as we press into both of our feet. And you can be looking up or back at your back ankle, whatever works nicely for you today. But we have a little bend in our front knee as much as possible. Moving into our triangle pose. So now our palms open towards the wall. We straighten out our front leg, reach our left arm forward, and hinge down into triangle with our block or our chair. Breathing, feeling, listening to your body today. Let's turn that fan on. So you can stay in your triangle pose today or move into balancing half moon. The weight goes onto the front foot. You can use your block or your chair to lift the back foot. There's a little softness in that front knee and our ankles getting so super strong here. Whenever we're ready, we'll forward fold. So just about 3 breaths in that one. Let the head be heavy. Sweeping all the way up, inhale. Take a little back bend. Let's bring our hands back behind us. Open up into chest expansion. Nice and long and strong across the heart. So the option for this today is to fold or take a seat on your chair and fold. So here or here. Or keep your heart up. I like to keep my head up just because I get dizzy easy. Opening our hearts. Let's sweep it all the way back up and bring our hands to heart center. Wonderful. So we've done our warrior two or triangle. let's do a lunge today. So right foot forward. And our left foot's going to go back. Our heel is off the ground though. And then we bend that front knee. So modifications are to hold your chair or to have it underneath your hip, underneath your backside. We can reach up now if you want to, but take notice of how that feels on your core. It might not feel nice. And in that case, bring the hands to heart. And then maybe our eyes close. We'll add a gentle twist to our lunge today. Our left hand towards our right thigh or knee, and then that right hand into our lower back. Breathe. If anyone wants more sensation, you'll bring your front hand to the mat or the block and reach up. So whatever works for you, my darlings. I love this song. So we'll untwist now. Bring our back foot in, put the heel down, find our hips and hinge at our hips, moving into our pyramid pose now with our block maybe in front of us or our chair. So the hips are reaching back, the head is reaching long. And then we can work towards bringing our nose towards our shin. Or again, if you tend to get dizzy, you'll keep your head up at heart level. Or you'll bring your nose towards your shin and you can walk your hands back towards the back of your mat if you want to, with or without blocks. Keeping our hips as square as we can towards the mat. Moment. We'll step to forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, folding again. Sweeping all the way up. Let's do a sun breath in between. We'll reach up, dive, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folding again. Sweeping up. Finding our chair, breathe out. Back up, breathe in. And mountain pose. Let's do that flow on the other side now. Our left foot back. No, yeah. Your right foot back this time, right? Yeah. Heel down, bend that front knee. Oh no, heel up, pardon me, lunge pose. So bending and then choosing how it feels today. Does it feel a little bit better to be on this side? Yeah. Whatever works. Do whatever side you did not do last time. Breathe. If we're taking care of our balance today, we can bring our hands out. Check in with how it feels to close our eyes. Bringing that back foot in, shifting it back and down. Oh, I forgot our twist, but we'll come back to it. Moving into our pyramid pose. So long neck, being nice to that front knee. You can reach for the mat or use your blocks. Keeping our thoughts, our focus here in this room on our breath. Can let go of anything we need to do after class. Just staying present, being mindful. All right, let's step it to forward fold. Sweep all the way up, inhale. Bring our fingertips to our temples. We're just going to do a little twist to the other side now. So twisting over to one side. Breathe. And then bring it back to center, other side. All the way back. Big breath up. Exhale to chair. So our balance pose today is eagle, and we can start our eagle in chair pose. Modifications, grab that chair or bring a block. Okay, so we'll take that right foot around to either the block, or we'll bring the foot back behind our calf. So it's there or there. And then either holding our chair and just reaching across here, or bringing the other hand across. And options, stack the elbow and come into eagle arms. So we're there, or you're hugging and holding and do whatever works. Breathe. And release. Big breath up. Standing balance. Next week, the whole class will be a lot of standing balance. Let's bring it over to the other side with our chair if you want to. You'll bring your block around. We'll start in our chair pose. So we kind of started working our way towards this throughout of our class. So maybe you just want to unweight. Maybe you want to walk it across. We're squeezing our inner thighs together. Maybe holding our chair with one hand, drawing that other hand across. Bringing the other elbow under and around, or eagle arms. So either you pat yourself on the back. So really active legs in this position. Let's sweep up, separate our feet, big breath. Halfway down, exhale. Back up, breathe in. So now we're going to make our way down onto the mat. We're not getting back up. So take your time. If you're using a chair today, you can use that in any way, maybe stepping back and then putting it off to the side. So before we're on our backs, I'll just show you. Bernie loves this pose, and a lot of people do. When we do our legs up a wall, this is a good option for our Shavasana, is to have a chair underneath your legs like this is really nice. Just wanted to show you guys that before we're all on our backs. So you can't see. All right, let's take our feet forward today. Find your breath, maybe a drink. We'll turn our toes up towards the ceiling. Big breath up. We're hinging at our hips and just coming forward. Keeping our spine long, and maybe now our hands come to the mat. Finding our forward fold. Would anyone care for a strap? I can bring it and you can put it around your feet and pull a little bit forward. I'll grab it. I'll grab it. Oh. Dancing in the dark. Oh, Pauline's hearing me sing. All right. Would you like one, Susan? Here we go. You're welcome. Bernie's got one. He's got one. Okay, just in case. Sorry, Pauline, you had to hear me sing there for a second. With the mic on back there. Okay. Yeah, it is a great song. So you could wrap it around your feet and then just walk your hands further down it. Breathe. We can close our eyes and notice each exhalation as an opportunity to let go, an opportunity to sink a little deeper. Finally walking those hands back up our legs. We'll probably use our strap again, actually, for once we get onto our backs. But for now, we'll just do a twist. So either your easy crisscross, legs out, or butterfly. You can always put some blocks underneath your legs here if you're taking care of those ligaments on the outsides of your knees. All right, so you could be straight if you want to, and we'll be just doing a twist. Bringing the left hand over across to the knee, and our other hand can be back behind us, pressing into a block if it doesn't want to come down to the mat. And we're just looking over our back shoulder, stretching our neck. Amazing. Bring our chin around, our chest around. We'll twist the other way, lengthen up, and then twist. Chin around, our chest around. And if you'd like to do a forward fold here in your butterfly, you can. Letting our hips relax a little. We'll walk that up, take our hands to the outsides of our knees, take our right foot forward and our left knee in for another little twist. So you can keep it here or you can draw it across to the other side, whatever works for you, here or there. And then the opposite hand will come over to the knee, or you could bring your elbow to the outside, or you just hold on to it. The back hand is behind us, either on a block. We're doing a nice gentle twist here as well. Twisting is really good for your digestion. And let's bring it around. We'll twist the other way, so help your knee in, either the inside or the outside, either the hand, a hug, or an elbow. Our front foot will be pointing up towards the sun. Today. Awesome. Bring the chin around, the chest around. We're going to be rolling back onto our mats. Just grab your strap first. Does everyone have one? Bernie, do you want me to grab you one? We are going to do a loop. I think you'd be okay. Well, either way, I'll bring you one in case, but we're going to do this one. It's going to be here, here, here. But that, I don't know if that Velcro is going to hold. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got it. So let's put that around our right foot, your right foot. And as we bring it back with or without our strap, our other foot is either straight down our mat or the foot is on the mat. Breathe. So right now, our strap's on our right foot, it's in our right hand, and it's kind of, our toes are lining up a little bit with our nose. Now we'll be moving our right foot so the toes start to line up with your ear. So just about 6 inches out to the side. Breathe. can use your opposite hand to press down on your left hip, just to anchor your hips down. We're there for a few breaths. And only if it feels okay, you're gonna let that leg go out to the side, just where you find some resistance. You could use your hand as a shelf under your knee here. So we've got a little softness in that knee. We don't want to hyperextend it. Then we'll bend that knee, bring it back up, switch the strap to the other hand, and draw the leg across the body in the other direction. Breathe. So if it doesn't feel nice for that leg to be straight, you can always bend your knee. Oh, amazing. Bring it back. We'll bring both of our knees into chest. You can switch your strap here to the other foot. Take a little rock side to side before we do that hamstring and hip opener on the other side. We'll place the right foot down on the mat now and reach our left foot up towards the sun. Our head is on the mat. We're nice and strong through our backs. So a few more breaths here with the toe pointing down towards our nose, but anchoring our lower back down into the earth. Taking it out about 6 inches to line up with the ear. Just see how it feels there. You can extend your bottom leg if you want to, or keep that leg bent. And then only if it feels okay, letting that leg go right out to the sides. Keeping your knee bent if it feels better to bend the knee. We're anchoring our opposite hip with our hand on top. Wonderful. Bend that knee, bring it across all the way to the other side. Switch your strap to the other hand. So you can have that leg now straight or bent. Settle in. You're there for about 10 more breaths. And then finally, let's draw our knees back in towards our chest now. Take a little rock side to side. Massaging our lower back down on the earth. And we'll be making our way into our Shavasana today. Either keeping the knees bent, feet on the floor, or laying right back on your backs. If there are any blankets that you need to put on or your eye covers here, it's a nice opportunity to do that. Our chairs underneath our legs, or maybe our bolsters underneath our knees is a nice one as well. I'll show that one. It's really nice for your low back. Bolster goes underneath those legs. So that's a nice one. So take as much time as you need to find a nice, comfortable position for your Shavasana. Settling into the support of your mat, the support of the earth beneath your mat. Keeping our mind here. If it starts to wander away from your practice or your breath, it's okay that it did. Just notice it did. That's the first step. And then you draw it back to noticing a full breath, then maybe 2, maybe 3, as many as you can. Allowing our jaws the opportunity to rest, some space between our teeth. Our shoulder blades sinking down into the earth. Feeling the support of the earth beneath your body and letting your body be held by the earth. Softening our jaw, our eyes. Each breath a gift. Each breath unique in its own way. Keeping us present in the moment. Still enjoying our Shavasana. I'll read to you now from a favorite book. It's all about opening, really. When I open myself to the world and its possibilities, even its hurts, I become whole. But when I choose to close, my life becomes fraught with struggle. Everything I do becomes about shielding myself rather than inviting good energy in to fill me. Everything is energy, so I try to let the negative pass through me rather than holding on to it. Slowly starting to awaken our small joints and muscles, our fingers and our toes. Can move our head side to side, waking up our necks. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side if that feels okay for you. No rush. From our side, noticing the breath in the body again. And then making our way to an easy seat. Take your time. Absolutely no rush whatsoever to come up. Big, beautiful breath up. We'll bring our hands to heart and lengthen up our spines. And a few more inhale. Bringing in the energy, letting the negative pass. One more big, beautiful breath up. Namaste. I hope that you enjoyed your practice today, and I will see you guys, well, some on Wednesday, some next week. Have a great Monday. I had to think about that for a second. Bye, Pauline. Have a good day.